Hey world, it's Ben when we come back with another video. Family, I'm coming back with this video because it's an informative video so that you can kind of put things in perspective of when I say pay yourself first, make sure that you putting yourself in a better situation because remember, your retirement, your life in your retirement years, those in power, Congress, government, the government, big corporations, the big banks, Federal Reserve, they can care less about your situation in your latter years. Every developed countries have health care for every individual that are citizens. They all have cards. In the United States, everyone pays taxes. So why can't the taxes that we pay, a percentage be allocated toward our health care expenses? When you're talking about you paying, 15%, 20%, 37% tax marginal rate, your income, then a percentage of that money should be going toward your health care for your latter years or your health care now. This notion that, like they say, Bernie Sanders wanted health care for all, but it was going to cost the American people $50 trillion over 10 years. But the American people are continuously paying taxes every year and don't get anything tangible or substantive to show. So when the government comes and say that they want to spend 8.5 billion, they want to approve funds for the coronavirus to combat the coronavirus. You got to ask yourself, what does that mean? First of all, see, it's semantics. Congress just approved a bill to issue $8.5 billion to combat the coronavirus. Now, first you got to ask yourself, what does that mean? $8.5 billion? I can tell you what it means. What it means is senators and congressmen who are on the boards of directors of these nonprofit organizations or these institutions like the U.S. Agency, International Development. What's it called? I think it's called the U.S. Agency International Development. Hmm. Also, they have what this other one family is called Public Health and Social Services. And another one's called the National Institute of Health. Hmm. So you have a United States Agency for the International Development, you have the National Institute of Health, and you have the Public Health and Social Services Department. $8.5 billion is going to these particular agencies. A lot of them are independent agencies. For what? Research. See, these people that are on these boards getting all this money, the monies that they allocate to combat the coronavirus is taxpayers' money that's going in their pockets. I mean, Trump even, reduced the Ebola research by 535 million. So I guess Ebola isn't important anymore. And I tell you, family, go back to the West Nile virus, SARS, MERS, the swine flu, bird flu. Okay, all of these different pandemic viruses that was never a cure for, and they just continue to throw another one out there. And right now it's having some huge economic effects. And just think about it, how they just slipped that $8.5 billion bill in as if, because the people are panicked. But you're not going to benefit from it. These agencies that they designated the money for already receive over $30 billion a year just annually. So why would they be allocating billions of dollars to agencies that have billions of dollars? You would think they should be already able to combat or find cures for these viruses or find treatment plans to help people out already with the money that they get. So ask yourself the question, why am I not, paying myself first and trying to put myself in a better situation financially and start investing? Because remember, family, the first step to investing is paying yourself first. Second step to investing is increasing your financial literacy. Family, I have books that I can definitely suggest that you should read so you can get a better understanding about this whole investment tip. You know, the best possible investment you can ever have is in yourself. So increase your knowledge. And once you increase your knowledge, you'll be able to increase your ability to invest in different type of instruments, different type of equities and stocks and bonds and, you know, real estate, commodities. Because that's how they stay rich. It's not accident 20% of the population owns almost 80% of the wealth, because that's what they do. And when they control the system like they're controlling it by keeping us broke, because $8.5 billion, that's a tax, no, that's raising taxes on us. Or what that's doing, that's taking money away from other agencies or other programs to benefit us. You did. So you have to take your own retirement situation in your own hands. Social Security is not going to do it. All right. So I just thought that's interesting. For the government, they pay themselves first, but we don't pay ourselves first. So if I'm gonna be coming back live tomorrow, you know, with a lot more information on, you know, I had some family members in the garden ask me, how do I start to invest? What are some of the first things I need to do? Well, I'm gonna come back with a live video tomorrow to get into that, because it's something I need to get into extensively. And so I'm gonna go live tomorrow. And so have your pen and paper, family, so we can get into this thing. Remember, the market is going to crash. I've been saying it a long time. So you've been in the garden. You know I've been speaking on this for a while. I've always said I'm not Nostradamus, but this is cyclical. It don't take a rocket scientist. All you got to do is do a little research, okay? Go back and look at all the crash, and go back and look at all the, you know, circumstances surrounding the crashes. 9/11, all of these certain situations, Ebola, you know, all these pandemic viruses that come out of the blue. But not one dime going toward the U.S. influenza. It's over 5,000 people that already died of the flu since the beginning of the year. 5,000, over 5,000. Or 81,000 got the flu. But they not designating billions of dollars for that. You did. So in the meantime, between time, family, may the Most High Saudi bring you joy. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And Bean Willis 5,000. Big up to KY LaPimp. Keep it up, brother. And Bean is out.